Open your binder and take out your badge. Now take your phone and put it in your binder. Then take that badge and put it on. And let's get started. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This Friday fundraising is going to be the last Friday fundraising of this year, so make sure to stop by.
What's inquiry?
The process of thinking.
All I know is it's in English.
It's in English?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you give me a good answer? Okay.
Every class.
Every class?
Yeah.
You're right, it is in every class. What is inquiry?
Oh, it's asking you questions. Yeah,
Asking questions and thinking. I love it. How did you use inquiry in your class today?
I had to think about how to solve my math problems.
How did you use inquiry in class?
So I was confused on the math homework.
Yeah?
And then I raised my head and then she explained it. And then she taught me last year and then all the memories came back.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. Good job. You guys do great. You guys do great. How did you use inquiry in class today?
Ooh, the kids, they had to compare a species to cereal, and then we went through population over the course of several generations, and then they're gonna have to use their data to answer questions about which type of reproduction is best.
So exciting.
It should be.
In science, we use inquiry a lot, and this is basically just trying to think of questions we can ask about how the world works. So usually we'll do an introductory lab before we do a unit, and we see what the lab does. So yeast will breathe, or plants will do photosynthesis. We're like, wait, how do they do that? Why do they do that? So it just gets you wondering about the world around you and trying to explain why the world is the way it is.
How can the library help us with inquiry?
If you have any question whatsoever, you'll probably find the answer in the library. We have books about everything. A book is a great way to find an answer, or if the answer's not in a book, there are so many other resources that I can share with you. If you have a question, we will find the answer.
How do you use inquiry in your classroom?
Science makes it a really easy one because we are constantly trying to find answers to questions. When an experiment goes exactly the way you thought it was, it's actually like you're not even learning something new. So it's when our experiments go a little bit different than we expect is when we learn the most. And so that's why you can use inquiry in any of your classes. As we're trying to find answers to questions and we're trying to help each other find those answers, we're learning more and more all the time.
How do I use inquiry in my class? Well, just like today we were doing several whiteboards where I was having you guys decide if a number was irrational or rational and why, and then I showed you a bunch of your answers and asked for you to look for a pattern. That's inquiry.
We use inquiry every day in math, but if you take a step back and think of Granite Park Junior High as a whole school, we all use inquiry every day, at least 5 times a day, just writing the essential question down.
And I've got my EQ right there.
That's why it's important for you to write your EQ every day. It's part of inquiry.
Learning is about inquiry. It's always about asking something that you don't know how to do or something you wonder about. Inquiry is a crucial part of my lessons, especially for English learners, because they're constantly asking themselves different elements of the language, trying to improve their skills in reading and writing. So inquiry is all over my lessons, always.